Our next guest says, quote, Meta desperately needs us to work, but from a market receptivity perspective, the timing is fantastic. Joining us now, Roger McNamee, early Facebook and Google investor, Elevation Partners co-founder, and, of course, frequent critic of Meta. Roger, what's your take on Threads and what it means to the company?
Well, David, I think it's really a perfect situation at a perfect time for Meta, but that doesn't mean it's easy work. So the company failed in crypto, and then it failed catastrophically with the metaverse. And given how mature the Facebook product is, the fact that it really doesn't have any growth opportunity left in its most profitable markets, and that Instagram is still under a lot of pressure from TikTok, Threads is an opportunity to go up against a competitor that frankly is, basically shooting itself in the mouth every single day. And as you've seen, Meta has 2 billion active users of Instagram. So signing up 100 million of them into this was obviously an effortless thing for them. Now the question is, can they in fact create the kind of community on this that Twitter had that becomes economically valuable? And I think the odds of that are not bad, but I don't think it's a gimme. And it's also not obvious to me that it's going to be that big, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Twitter, listen, still a useful product, perhaps less so than it had been for many of us, though, who rely on news and information or use it that way to distribute it. It's not as clear to me that Threads is after that audience, Roger. Is that your take?
Well, the thing that Threads has is one of the 3 core constituencies of Twitter, which is celebrities. And every celebrity is on Instagram, and they all have just an enormous following there. So I do think that piece of the Twitter ecosystem moves very easily. The part that journalists and politicians, the 2 other big constituencies, look for, which is the real-time news environment, is going to be much harder for Threads to replicate. And I think, candidly, David, that what happened at Twitter was in some ways a fluke, being in the right place at the right time. It was never a great product. It was never monetized well. And candidly, they had an awful lot of problems just with moderation and other things over the years. So to me, all of that produced 500 million users in a business that's really never been profitable. And so for Meta to do better than that, I think is entirely realistic, because I think the people there are smarter than the people who've been running Twitter over the years. But I don't know how big that market is and whether it's enough to make a really big difference on Meta's income statement, which is so much bigger than Twitter's ever was.
Oh, yeah, far bigger. But, you bring up an interesting point, which is Twitter never seemed to realize its opportunity because it never seemed to work as well as it could have, or we imagined it could have. And there were those who believed that once Musk took control, he would figure it out. What kind of grades do you give him so far?
An F. I mean, Twitter, he's just made a hash of it. And I look at this and I think to myself, how hard would it have been to not make a mess of it? Well, maybe just pausing and thinking and trying before you just willy-nilly tore the place apart would have been a good start. I do think that's the place where Meta has a gigantic advantage. I do think Meta understands monetization 1,000 times better than Twitter ever did. The problem with it is that in a newsfeed model that works the way that Twitter works, you can't just jam it full of ads and have people still find value in it. And so I do think that Facebook's strategy and Instagram's strategy, which has been to load more and more ads into the feed, will probably be okay in the celebrity world, but less attractive in the news and politics world.